Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here, and oh boy, we've got another MTG D&D supplemental book coming out. Some people love them, some people hate them. They started with the Return to Theros thing, and I think they did they do one more? I don't know. Haven't really bought them. My group wasn't that interested, and a lot of my group plays Magic too. They were just like, "Oh, this isn't D&D." I'm like, well, I think at least one of them plays like some kind of cyberpunk version of D&D, and we've all played Gamma World, so it's not like we're like, no, official lore only. We get silly, we add weird stuff. I think one of them even plays the damn Marvel tabletop thing. So it's like, okay, that took me by surprise. So, okay, in my play group, they weren't really into it. I think they're all just cheapos and didn't want to spend $50, so they acted like they weren't into it. But I know my DM did actually buy the Theros book, though. So that was kind of weird. But I think it's been enough time that we can say with some certainty that the first couple were a success, and so they're doing this. Now, you know how much lead time they have on, anything they do over at Wizards of the Coast, just because of like printing time and stuff. And I know, ironic considering a bunch of the products are late to ship. You'd think all that lead time would add to something. But yeah, I mean, I guess if they sold a bunch of Theros, they're like, make another one, make a Strixhaven one. But these take quite a while to write, so maybe they just said, we're doing like 3 or 4 of them, let's go. And maybe they all sold like crap, I don't know. I mean, I don't have any sales numbers. Store owners are like, I don't know, we only got in 3, we sold like 2, oh boy. I don't have like big, full scale numbers to go off of, but that's where you buy it. Wrong, buy it at your local gaming store. Yeah, that one. All this, ignore this crap. But buy it right there. You could also pre-order it. I can't imagine why you possibly would. But we've got $49.95 price tag. I think they knocked 4 cents off of that. That's nice of them. And well, I mean, it's basically just Strixhaven, which that to me makes absolutely no sense, because what is Strixhaven? Oh, Wizard College. There's gotta be a bunch of wizard colleges like just outside of Neverwinter. Like, come on. I mean, doesn't Elminster teach somewhere? Like, I think I've been to one in Baldur's Gate too. Like, you gotta be kidding me. This is so far into the why would you do it category. Now you look at Theros and it's like, okay, it's like Greek mythology. We don't necessarily already have that in D&D. Okay, people might want to do that. It's just a damn wizard school. You're just gonna add in wizard stuff. It doesn't make sense what you get the Magic the Gathering races. Oh boy, like there's no crossover there. I don't see why this should exist. And honestly, I haven't heard anybody talk about the Strixhaven lore, and I got about a third of the way into chapter 1 and then decided to like read a different book. So I don't care about these characters. I don't know why Liliana's fully there where that left off, because those other books were cancer. So I don't know. I think this is going to be the worst selling out of all of them. But I guess we'll buzz through this because I'm doing the news. I cover it, so you don't have to go find it yourself. The School of Magic is in session. Rollicking. What the hell does that mean? Campus adventures for the world's greatest role-playing game. That's debatable. I'd give it to Gamma World. But anyway, the greatest minds in the multiverse meet at Strixhaven University. Professors convey fantastic... You know what? I'll give it to Milsim LARPing, okay? Airsoft Milsim LARPing. Wait, did it say tabletop? No, role-playing. Okay, yeah, they didn't say tabletop. That's a shame because, yeah, I'm going to have to give it to them. I mean, D&D's maybe in 3rd place. Come on. Anyway... The greatest minds of the multiverse meet at Strixhaven University. Professors convey fantastic secrets to eager students, and life on campus is frenetic. But danger lurks. I can read even here. Campus hijinks mixed with mishaps and sinister plots, and it's up to you to save the day. It just kind of popped into my mind that if they literally just did a Harry Potter D&D set instead of this, because people might be like, oh, wizard school, it's kind of like Harry Potter, but you're already like 2 layers removed. If they just did Harry Potter, they would probably sell 10x, if not 50x more, because who the hell gives a crap about Strixhaven? No offense if you do. I'm sure the lore was lovely. I like the idea of it, the art, all that. Didn't really have a problem with it, didn't take offense with it. But it's not like Ravnica where we've been there 3 times, or Innistrad where we're about to be there 3 times, okay? Like, they keep coming back because according to surveys, people love those places. Nobody's got anything about Strixhaven. We've only been there once. Just saying. It's not like the game has that many active users left when it came out. Also just saying. So yeah, I would have just done a Harry Potter set, but I mean, they'd probably have to pay 50% of the book's cost in licensing. So anyway, yeah, Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos, introduces the fantastical setting of Strixhaven University. Really, I wouldn't have thought. Drawn from the multiverse of Magic the Gathering and provides rules for creating characters who are students in one of its 5 colleges. Oh, so I guess if it's a full module with the storyline and everything, plus like a little bit of build your own stuff, you could, with 0 creativity required, do a whole D&D session where you're at a wizard school. So that actually, even if you don't care about Strixhaven, you're like, oh, that does kind of sound like Harry Potter without actually being Harry Potter, because the Harry Potter rules about magic and stuff are completely incompatible with D&D. So if people are just like, oh, that's the closest I'm gonna get, it's a wizard school, that sounds cool. What's Strixhaven? Oh, it's MTG. Do you have to know anything about it? No. Okay, I'll buy it. Okay, so it might sell okay among the D&D people. I know it's really just cross promotion. They're trying to get D&D players to play Magic and Magic to play D&D. Well, Magic sucks. A lot of people did move to D&D, so there you go. Guess that worked. So anyway, yeah, they say characters could explore the setting over the course of 4 adventures, which can be played together or on their own. Each adventure describes an academic year filled with scholarly pursuits, campus shenanigans, exciting friendships, hidden dangers, and perhaps even romance. The book includes a poster map that shows Strixhaven's campuses. Oh, that's cool. On one side, and location maps on the other. Oh, I like that. Oh my gosh, that's like that MMO that just failed after 4 months. You get to walk around in Tolaria, the academy, and like see it. It was cool. So now if you get like a full, like, here's the map, every hallway, everything, I mean, that is some cool shit. I'm just saying. Still not gonna buy it, but they're kind of selling me on this a little bit. My initial reaction, I'm kind of walking it back a little, but that's why you get this reaction live here. So through the book's multi-year, okay, wait a minute. Each adventure describes an academic year, so I guess there's more than one adventure, which, come on, just do one, really. But you do get more value if it's more than one, but it's through the book's multi-year campaign, so it's like, let's say you're getting a 4-year degree in magic. I don't know if that's a thing. I didn't read it. Each adventure is like a separate mini module, and they all tie together, and then I guess it would probably get harder and harder as you go through the years because you're going to level up. I mean, these are well crafted. I don't know if you've ever bought like an official module for D&D, but they're very well crafted. Some of them. So players begin as first-year students who study, socialize, and adventure their way to graduation, and then they all get killed by the cult. Just kidding. And probably if it's my group. My group would have burned down the school at about day 1. Experience D&D in new ways through academic challenges, extracurricular activities, and holy hell, my allergies are bad today. And horrible crippling allergies and relationships explored on campus. It includes 4 adventures that can be played as standalones or woven together to create one campaign, taking players from level 1 to 10. I hate starting at 1. If you already have some magic knowledge, can't it at least be 2? Come on. I mean, you know how many hit points you start with at level 1? Your whole party is going to die on day 1. You might start the safe way by, like, gaining XP for, like, going to a class or doing a fetch quest or solving a mystery or doing something with NPCs or, like, finding some treasure when all you really had to kill was like rats or something, like the real starter tutorial kind of stuff in the average RPG. Because no joke, I don't remember which one this was, but officially in the module, they said you fight like 21 orcs and they're all like level 2 or 3. So they have like 28 hit points each. They hit for like 2d6 or something, which is like if they max it out and get a crit, you're just dead because most characters have like under like 14-ish hit points. Some of them have like 11, just saying. But then as soon as you're level 2, it basically doubles, which is why I never start anything at level 1. In fact, if I ever get around to uploading my custom Gamma World campaign, which is the greatest one ever made by mankind, we start at level 2. In fact, that's why they send you. That's why the initial town sends you on the mission, because you're already level 2. Why would they send glorified shopkeeper NPCs who pretend they know what they're doing and have no combat abilities whatsoever, no skills, to go solve this important of a thing? Of course you start at level 2. So I'm just saying, I got beef with starting at level 1. But, you don't have to. If you're the DM, just be like, you're level 2 because you're advanced students. Congratulations. Yeehaw. It'll throw off a little bit, but, it'll keep you from dying. Although you could just be like, okay, now I'm this other student. Oh, we've got a foreign exchange student from Hogwarts. Let's go! My only question is, are you actually going to play all wizards? Because that alone, I mean, if you're not familiar with D&D, the all wizard party is like the biggest meme. That and a pile of dead bards. Those are like the two biggest memes I know of. I guess another one would be, I don't care what's in there, fireball the room. Oh, I see one bat. There's probably more. Fireball the room. We're literally in the middle of a town square in a market and there's a rabid dog. Fireball the market. The market must be cleansed with the cleansing flames of flames. A sorcerer would say that. They're about charisma, not intelligence. Anyway, I would love to do that, but you know they probably threw in like, I mean, for sure sorcerer and wizard because, you know, okay, maybe druid because it's Strixhaven, but like what else would there be? There's no barbarians or fighters there, I don't think, unless it's like a sword mage. They probably worked it in because it's unbalanced as hell to run an all wizard party, but if they made it work, I would be super into it. Like everything you fight has like minimal magic defenses, or it's like a magic versus magic duel thing, and then doesn't hit very hard physically. I mean, you could pull it off with all wizards. I'm just saying, you know, like it would be freaking hilarious. You know what? Screw whatever they say you should do and what the classes are. I say run a 5 wizard party, 6 wizard party, say 8, 9, 10, just all wizards. Everybody gets 2 wizards because honestly, probably one's gonna die. So anyway, that's my rant about typing in D&D. You can tell my group is completely as batshit crazy as I am. But players can create characters using a new race presented in the book, an Owlin. There's literally a flying bird creature already, and they make really good rangers, and my friend Eric is one in our current campaign. Anyway, one of the owl folk who study at the university. Don't ask me what it is. It's like Aarakocra, I think. Is that what it is? Anyway, adds new player character options, including feats and backgrounds. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. You'd have to customize it for that. Includes new spells. Now, that's huge. I knew they would do that. And magic items, of course, that help your character feel connected to the college they choose to join. I mean, it sounds like 5 colleges, 5 class types, but, you know, they don't usually keep it that basic where they kind of build your character for you, you know, and then you don't want identical repeats. So there's probably different versions. And I mean, you could just come in and be like, oh, I'm the school healer. I'm a cleric. Deal with it. Nobody's going to stop you. It's D&D. You can do whatever the hell you want, which is why it's better than Magic. Magic the Gathering. Encounter over 40 magical mysterious creatures and NPCs in the bestiary. I would assume they meant each, but since they phrased it like that, I bet there's 20 magical mysterious creatures and 20 NPCs. Come on! Strixhaven could easily be dropped into any D&D world or campaign with the provided rules for adventuring as a student of magic. Or you could just not. You could just be like, well, our students are doing learning stuff right now. We don't need them solving 4 years worth of mysteries and crap and fighting a cult. So we're going to bring in professional mercenaries. You know how it says level 1 to 10? 15 it is, bitches. Let's go. I mean, and then just take every like encounter and just double the number of creatures. It's gonna be carnage, but it's gonna be funny carnage. Like somebody's just in like a potions class, and then you like kick in the door like, "There's ghosts in this class!" Woo! And then just start chopping with your silver swords. Just ghost parts are flying everywhere. That's my kind of campaign. I mean, there's never been an official module that me and my party / group haven't tried to absolutely screw with to the maximum possible level, and my god, you should see my Gamma World campaign. It is hilarious. It has I can't even give it away because that's one of the twists, but there's something interesting in the sewers. And by interesting, I mean you really wouldn't think. You wouldn't think it would be there. Even with as silly as Gamma World gets, you wouldn't think it would be there. It's not like a McDonald's or a GameStop. It's not that far off. I'm going to upload that sometime. I've had a lot of interest in that, and I still am too lazy to edit it. It's like 90% done too. But anyway, that's the story about this new thing. Let's just quickly jump into the second story, which is going to take about 30 seconds. So, people have been asking for food in the fat packs forever, and Mark Rosewater a long time ago actually addressed this, and he said, we absolutely looked into putting some kind of food in, because remember, they do a new gimmick. They do, like, posters, art. They've done whole books you get in the fat packs. I mean, they've done, like, art cards now, and you know, just fold out like how to play guides. I mean, they've done everything. So of course they thought, let's put something edible in it, like some kind of chocolate card or, you know, whatever, some kind of candy, you know, miniature planeswalker candy that you could use as counters and just whatever. I mean, they've rolled around everything from what I've heard, but he said The second they looked into it, they just read all the FDA guidelines and said, you know what, even for just America, forget it. And then for international, my God, this is a nightmare. You need so much labeling and then allergy stuff. And he's like, there literally isn't enough room on the box, I think is the exact phrase he wrote. And there's too much red tape and legal crap. So they're just like, no, we're not going to do it. So fast forward to another department at Wizards of the Coast who just decided, you know what, instead of putting the candy into our product, let's bring our product to the candy and just leave it up to a candy company because they already know all that FDA legal, labeling and nutrition facts and all that crap. So here we go, Dungeons & Dragons nerds. Join the adventure in obesity. Get ready to adventure together. The nerds will soon enter a most epic pairing with Dungeons & Dragons. This is the most unnecessary pair-up ever, I gotta say. Both fun and daring, magical merger of camps that reign clever. We're better together, now better than ever. Was I supposed to sing that? Was that a poem? Look for this sweet partnership in stores starting in September. I can't wait that long. I want my D&D nerds right now. I'm sure they taste different than nerds I could buy off the shelf right this second. I should probably just go do that. So each purchase of specially marked Nerds candies unlocks one of 7 custom D&D adventures. Oh, that's interesting. So you're probably like, well, did they fit a whole module into the box? No, it says for full rules and to redeem your D&D adventures starting 9/1, visit nerdscandy.com/D&D, which I'm at dnd.wizards.com/nerds, so I guess I'll just reverse that. I haven't actually been here. Oh, look at that. Because they had like a whole trailer and everything on here. They got like this going on. I guess we'll play this.
Here we have a rogue, an expert in stealth, cunning and agility. A rogue's curiosity helps spot traps to disarm and to pick locks, allowing them to navigate dungeons and safely open chests of treasure. They strike from the shadows with precision and speed. They are the epitome of a dashing rogue. Now gather your party and do your best. Adventure together on an epic quest.
I don't know why, but I absolutely love that. So that's Pink the Rogue. I'm not sure they actually made an animation for the other one, but we've got Purple the Wizard or whatever, and then you could download the wallpaper because damn right I did. So I mean, okay, it's weird, gimmicky, completely out of left field, and for some reason I like it. Probably because I like candy and I like D&D. So this is just so weird, I gotta say. So anyway, let's go check this out. All right, and D&D crossover with nerds. Yeah. Oh, we might have other types than just the first two. Unless they just did that. I don't know. I'm kind of confused because they really, really focus on there's 2. Like that's it. That's all there is. And then they're just like, ha ha, bard, bitch. So whatever. I mean, they got that's it. Didn't they say click here for more information? Wasn't that the exact phrasing? Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, I just filled it in my mind because I was gonna say this is clearly less information. But anyway. This is a thing, so I'm going to buy them and review them, and it's going to be the most snarky, sarcastic thing ever because, of course, it's going to taste like nerds. It's not going to taste like D&D. I've eaten the dice before. They taste terrible. If they flavor it like D&D, what else would you pick than the dice? I mean, the map? I've probably eaten a map or 2 in my time, too, so, yeah, I'll let you know if they taste like D&D props, but I'm pretty sure they're just going to taste like nerds. I don't think these are even new flavors, to be honest. But if they are, that would actually be cool. So watch for that in September. And that's it for the D&D news. So I'll see you guys next video.